I'm Natalie and this is James, and this is our home, Zephyr. We have been sailing around the world for the past 4 years, and now we have got a couple of stowaways on board. Meet Flint and Kira, 2 puppy Weimaraners that are joining the adventure. Subscribe and welcome to our channel, Sailing Zephyr. Last week we made the huge decision to turn around and head back to the Bahamas. We didn't know where we would go next, but we knew that us, the doggos, and Zephyr would not be sailing the Pacific this season.
Alright, we checked back into the Bahamas. It was a really easy process here in Georgetown. We still had like 3-4 weeks left on our cruising permit, so just went in, explained it, no problem, checked us back in. And yeah, we're gonna start heading north now. We're just sitting here in Sandal. We've been riding out a bit of weather last night. We got the dingo up and we're gonna start heading north. I think we'll try and make Black Point Staniel Key now. We got some south wind, so maybe we can sail. All right.
Complete change of plans, that's what's happening. We are headed north. This is, I think, the biggest change we've had ever in a long time.
We are just leaving the channel here at Georgetown. We're taking the north exit. It takes quite a while to get out of Georgetown, either direction, whether you take the south or the north entrance exits. You'll weave your way through sandbars and reefs. And we're fighting an incoming tide. See how the wind goes and the wind angle? We may get to fly the spinnaker. Pretty excited. The doggies have had a little business at the front. But he's getting the motor started there.
These are the most perfect sailing conditions that we have had in so long. It's on the beam it keeps fluctuating quite a lot from about 12 knots to 14 knots, but there's no waves because it's offshore right here. There's no waves whatsoever, and it's just beautiful. We needed something like this in so long. Kira's just dropped a duke. Good girl! Good girl! She's dropped it on the mat, good girl!
Oh, only just.
Yeah. Jay's gotta clean up that poo. But yeah, just one of those days that we kind of needed, because after the horrible weather we had, and then even at anchor when we arrived, we had awful weather in Georgetown. This is like a nice reprieve. Right, James?
This is incredible.
Yeah.
Best day of sailing in I don't even know how long.
Yeah. Alright, we have arrived into Black Point. It's a little bit rolly, but we were sailing all day and we didn't make enough progress to get all the way to Staniel. We didn't want to arrive at night in Staniel because there's just so many boats, so we've just decided to stop here. And James has got the dogs in the dinghy. We're just going to take them over to the beach before we run out of light. And that's it. That's all we've kind of got up to. It's been a great day sailing.
Heck yeah.
And it's a beautiful Arvo. Perfect for taking the dogs out. So here we go.
Well, it's the next morning here. We left Black Point Anchorage. It It's a pretty uncomfortable night in terms of it was so humid, it rained, so we had to keep the boat closed, so it wasn't very comfortable to sleep. But we've left, pulled up the hook, and we're just coming past Staniel here. I'm just running the engine while we come around the corner. And if you guys remember before, we had that radiator hose clamp that broke and we leaked a little bit of coolant. Well, we haven't had any problems for days now, and I was just running the engine now and doing my checks as I do after we've been running for 15-20 minutes once the engine gets hot. And I just noticed a little bit of dripping where I put that new clamp on. Now I'm not sure it's actually dripping from where the clamp is, but yeah, a little bit of fluid dropping. So I think we're going to pull in here at Staniel and anchor for a while if we need to overnight. Plus, I broke the cord, the pull cord on our dinghy motor last night. We had to row all the way back after walking the dogs. So I think those are the signs that we need to stop, do a little TLC here, get everything sort of ship shape before we continue. And we're not in that much of a rush. So yeah, so big sail today. We're going exactly 6 nautical miles. Best sail ever, right? Yeah. So 6 nautical miles here. We're literally just rounding these rocks, and then you make the turn into the Staniel Key anchorage. It's looking to me like a pretty simple fix, but we'll see once we get in there. All right, we're just gonna settle in for this next sort of half hour of sailing in these really rolly conditions. And Kira's a little scared of the sails we've been learning, which is weird because she's been sailing now so much. But it's only like, what, the last sort of 2 weeks she's kind of been getting scared of the sails, hasn't she?
Only when it flaps.
Only when it flaps, isn't it?
So because it's rolly today, she's not like, hey, Lily.
Oh.
Oh, she gives you that face and then you're just like, tear your heart out.
Alright, well, as you can see, the engine bay is open. We have anchored here in Big Majors next to Staniel Key. We had a little bit of coolant coming out, just a tiny little bit, but enough that we needed to check. Found a couple of things, and I think that stopped it. We had a broken hose clamp here near the radiator cap, and I think the clamp I put on before wasn't quite tight enough, and it was just dripping from there because I was afraid of over tightening the clamp and A, breaking the clamp, or B, cutting into the hose. So I think by being too cautious, I allowed a little bit to drip out. So I've tightened it just a little bit more, and there was a small bolt holding a bracket. Now, these Yanmar engines, some of these bolts that hold things on the engine are also gateway holes into the engine. It's really weird. Like, for example, the alternator bracket here, one of the bolts holds that bracket. If you undo it, coolant can come out of there. I really don't understand it. But anyways, I saw some coolant around this bolt. I don't know if it was just dripping down and running down the edge of the engine from this small drip I had before or not. But anyways, I tightened it just a little bit more. So yeah, I just had Nat run the engine for a few seconds. Seems to be okay. So we'll get going again and see how we go. We should be sailing most of the way, hopefully. But regardless, it's very, very minor whatever we've got going on here, so we'll just keep an eye on it, but I'm hoping that was it, and just that small hose clamp and a little tighten of a couple bolts. All right, let's go.
If you ever need me, baby, just call me. I'll waste no time, love, I'll come straight to you. Oh, the river's wide, dear, and the road is muddy. Even if I gotta swim there, you know I'll be there soon. I love you like a garden underneath the rainfall, cooling off a heat wave in the summertime. Are you the kind of woman a man get used to? I'm the kind of man that I wanna make it mine. If you ever need me, honey, just call me. I'll waste no time, love, I'll come straight to you. Oh, the river's wide, dear, and the road is muddy. Even if I gotta swim there, you know I'll be there soon. If you would've told me your mom was coming, I would have worn my finest clothes. I'm just a poor boy, I ain't got...
We have made it to Shroud, which is one of our favorite places here in the Exuma. You would have seen if you've been watching any of our videos that we keep coming back here. There's definitely a certain draw, isn't there?
Oh, it's just it's an amazing spot.
It really is. So we are on our way up north. So we decided to stop here for a day. We're gonna clean the bottom. I'm gonna catch up with some videos, work on the videos. These guys are swimming back to the boat. We're just gonna do a bunch of getting stuff done today. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna wait for wind, and then hopefully tomorrow it's meant to fill in and we should be able to sail up north, get further north and north and north until we hit the US. We're super excited to come to the US again. We just, you know, we feel like this time we should be able to enjoy it a little bit more, slow down a little. So instead of working so much on the boat, work's done. There's obviously always something to do on the boat, but most of the work's done, so we should be able to just enjoy our time in the US this time a little bit more. I always say that and then it never ends up happening, so we'll see.
Leave it in the comments below. Let us know where we should go in the US on our way up from Beaufort, North Carolina north. We want to know your hidden secrets. We want to know where to go. And if you've got an amazing hidden gem, let us know. If you don't want to give it away, you can send us an email.
I got love, babe, for you I know. So if you ever need me, honey, just call me. I waste no time.
Kira is in full hunting mode. She has taken it upon herself to now hunt for little fish. So that's what she does. And then Flint, who used to just forage, get here and forage, has all of a sudden thought that this bull is the most important thing in his life. So now he just, as soon as he sees the bull, he will start going after it. He's in the bushes now, so here he comes. Here he comes. Flinty! Woo! Wow, is it your bull? Yeah. Here's hunting. All in all, a perfect day for this. It's pretty hot out though, I do have to say, and it's still early days, early morning, so it's only gonna get hotter and hotter.
Oh, the river's wide, dear, and the road is muddy. Even if I gotta swim there, you know I'll be there soon. If you would've told me your mom was coming, I would've worn my finest clothes. I'm just a poor boy, I ain't got no...
Little shark in the water, coming to get you guys. Flint just going out to greet the shark. We've been here about 2 hours. We're gonna head back and do some work. It was just too comfortable on that seat there that somebody's left. And these guys were just having a blast. We'll come back later on, give them a second walk in this afternoon. All right, let's go, guys.
If you want to help support this channel, please consider becoming a patron. It helps out so much. There's loads of great goodies that we give away. You get ad-free content, you get the content early. All in all, it's a better experience.
If you're new to this channel and you haven't met us before, we're Nat and James. Please subscribe to our channel. It's completely free, and we will see you next Friday.
Come around no more. I don't want no love, don't love me. Ah, but if you ever need me, honey, just call me. I'll waste no time, love, I'll come straight to you. Now the river's wide, dear, and the road is muddy. Even if I gotta swim there, you know I'll be there there soon. Even if I got swim back